In retrospect, if you could have done anything differently, what would it be and why? Here we are for viewer Q&A. We're going to be answering different questions from viewers that viewers gave us. We put out a call for questions from our viewers, and so here we are answering them. Today, the question from Shell M is, in retrospect, if you could have done anything differently, what would it be and why?
If I could have done anything differently, I think what I would have done was I would have tried to maybe get some kind of income early on. I know it probably would have been a little bit tougher because when we first did this, everything was just so new. But I know it probably wouldn't have been as easy to do that. But I think maybe I would have tried to get something to supplement our income from YouTube right at the beginning when we started doing this.
Why?
Well, because now I feel like there's more pressure on me to find something now, whereas I could have already had this. It could have been steady. It could have been already been established, and I wouldn't have been in such a rush to try to get something now. And we might have been a little bit freer to do things a little bit differently right now as a result. Maybe go places. Who knows? Maybe we could have traveled with on the East Coast with the tribe. Although I'm kind of glad we're doing what we're doing.
If you could have done anything differently, what would it be and why? What comes to mind? Well, let's see. What would I have done differently? I think I would have liked to have done things a little bit more slowly when we were getting in the process of getting everything done, and we were in a big rush. And in my defense, a lot of it was because I had the horrible fatigue problem, and so it made it hard to be motivated. And then once we were down to the wire and we wanted to leave Buffalo before the next winter came, we set a date to sell our house, and we just had to rush. We had to rush to get everything done, and we were a month late, I believe, on the date to sell our house, or at least 2 weeks late. And so I guess what I would have liked to have done differently is just to do it more slowly, so it wouldn't have been so hectic. You can see in some of our original videos when we were starting out, we were in tears and we were just worn out, and it was hard. Then once we got on the road, it kind of eased up a little bit. So I think I would have liked to have been a little more educated on RVs. I would have liked to have known how to boondock, and I would have liked to have been able to go at a little bit a slower pace because it was just too much. And I do agree with Sal too that I would have liked to have either have saved more money, although we did save for a while before we went out, and we sold our house, so but I would have liked to maybe have saved more money and maybe have Sal maybe working last year or last summer or something, to bring in some money.
Yeah.
So I think that's about it. That's all I can think of. Thank you, Shalom, for the question, and thank you everyone for joining us. Hello, lovebirds. They are making their famous heart right now. Not perfectly, but you can see the heart. Somebody said that it's not only because they love each other, but because they love me. You guys love me? Oh, look at that. Seymour's ears perked right up when I said that. Thank you, Shalom, for the question, and thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Thank you, Shalom.
What?
I said thank you, Shalom.
Shalom?
Yeah.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Shalom.
Shalom.
Thank you, Shalom. Thank you, Shalom.
Seymour says, if you enjoyed the video, click like and subscribe. Seymour says we want to hear from you, so please leave a comment. Seymour says tell all your friends about him. Seymour says thanks for watching.